Hey everyone, welcome to today's nutrition video. We're going to be continuing on with the A to Zinc series, and we're just going to finish off the vitamins by focusing on vitamins E and vitamin K today. So let's start with vitamin E. It's a fat-soluble vitamin and it consists of two subgroups. You've got your tocotrienols and also your tocopherols. And tocotrienols are naturally derived from several sources, including rice bran, palm, and annatto. And annatto is known to be the richest source of tocotrienols, providing at least 99% of tocotrienol content. And for those who don't know what annatto is, it's an orange reddish food colouring or even a condiment made from the seeds of the achiote tree, which grows in tropical regions in South and also Central America. So when you get some vitamin E supplements, they should be hopefully using tocotrienols. And if it is sourced from annatto, then that means you're in very good hands in terms of the quality of that supplement. If we look at the role of vitamin E within the body, it's important for proper functioning of many of our body's organs, and it helps to maintain healthy skin. It's important for our vision and to maintain healthy vision, correct the functioning of our immune system as well. Its main role is to act as an antioxidant to fight off that free radical damage that I talk about so often in my videos. And this free radical damage is what causes inflammation, and therefore accumulation of this over time increases the risk of inflammatory and chronic health diseases and conditions like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cancer. So it is a very potent antioxidant and is very beneficial to help support reducing inflammation. It also enhances the immune function and may prevent, actually it has been clinically proven to prevent clots from forming in arteries, specifically in the heart. So for heart health, there's been a lot of research around the use of vitamin E supplementation to really help with that. Now, how do you know if you are deficient in vitamin E? So let's look at the signs and the symptoms. But because vitamin E is found in a variety of foods and also supplements, a deficiency, particularly here in Australia, is quite rare. People who have digestive disorders or do not absorb fat properly, such as pancreatitis, cystic fibrosis, celiac disease, and any other inflammatory bowel disease like Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. These type of people can definitely develop vitamin E deficiency. And there are some common signs associated with deficiency, and these are things like retinopathy. And this is damage to the retina in the eyes that can impair your vision. You also have peripheral neuropathy, which is damage to the peripheral nerves, usually in our hands and our feet, which causes a lot of weakness or pain even for some people. A condition called ataxia, and this is the loss of control of body movements. And also another symptom is a decreased immune function. So reoccurring illnesses and maybe colds and flus as well. Now, if we look at the food sources of vitamin E, it's found predominantly in plant-based foods and plant-based oils, as well as nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables. So its highest content is found in foods like wheat germ oil, sunflower and safflower oil, and soybean oil is a very good source as well. And then you've got sunflower seeds, almonds, peanuts and peanut butter, leafy green vegetables, spinach, kale, and all your Asian greens, pumpkin, capsicum, particularly red capsicum, asparagus, mango, avocado, and of course the annatto, as I talked about earlier. When it comes to supplements and supplementation with vitamin E, people with certain chronic health conditions like cardiovascular disease may benefit from vitamin E supplementation. And there are other conditions in which vitamin E may be beneficial and where they have done some clinical research, such as Alzheimer's disease, liver disease, preeclampsia for pregnant women, and also men with prostate cancer. But when looking for a vitamin E supplement, it's really important to consult your health practitioner to make sure that you are choosing one with tocotrienols for that better absorption in the body. So it will always state on the ingredients list and where the vitamin E is, how it's sourced and its form. So that is the best place to look. You're also going to typically see vitamin E in a lot of multivitamins as well. So if you are taking a women's or a men's multivitamin, you can always look at the ingredients list and see where that vitamin E is derived from, because there are many different sources. Let's move on to vitamin K. Vitamin K is also a fat-soluble vitamin. And essentially what that means is that these type of vitamins are better absorbed when they are consumed with fat, so foods containing fat. And by that, we obviously mean healthy fats. So it's always the best time to take these vitamins. And these fat-soluble vitamins are particularly A, D, E, and K. So if you are ever supplementing with these nutrients, it's important to consume them with fat, and that will just enhance their absorption. So vitamin K is another fat-soluble vitamin, and it also comes in two forms as well. Vitamin K1, known as phytoquinone, and that comes from plants, and it is the main dietary source of vitamin K as well. A lesser source is vitamin K2 or menaquinone, which occurs in some animal-based and also fermented foods. However, it's this form that is the preferred active form for the body to use and stored form in the body. Vitamin K is found throughout the body, including the liver, the brain, heart, the pancreas, and also in your bones. It's broken down very quickly and excreted in the urine and also our feces. And because of this, it rarely reaches toxic levels in the body, even with high intakes, as compared to other fat-soluble vitamins where there may be a level of toxicity. If we look at the role of vitamin K in the body, it helps to make various proteins that are needed for blood clotting, the building of bones, and also the regulation of blood calcium levels. Prothrombin is a vitamin K dependent protein directly involved with blood clotting, and osteocalcin is another protein that requires vitamin K to produce healthy bone tissue. Now, when people eat foods containing K1, bacteria in the large intestine helps convert it to its storage form, which is vitamin K2. And it is absorbed in the small intestine to then be stored in fatty tissue and also in our liver for when the body might require it further down the track. And without vitamin K, the body cannot produce this prothrombin, which is therefore going to increase risk of hemorrhaging and blood clotting issues, which can be fatal if left untreated. So the benefits of K2 specifically in the body, it influences us in many different ways. So if we look at how it can influence bone health, there appears to be a correlation between low vitamin K or intake of vitamin K and also osteoporosis and osteopenia. Therefore, it's really important to have vitamin K in the diet when you're trying to improve bone mineral density. And many studies have suggested that vitamin K supports the maintenance of strong bones, improves bone mineral density, and also decreases the risk of fractures, which is really important as we age, obviously. Vitamin K is also important for our cognitive health, and increased blood levels of vitamin K have been linked and with improved episodic memory in older adults. So they've done a lot of research around that. And also very important in heart health, whereas vitamin K may help keep blood pressure lower by preventing mineralization, where minerals build up in the arteries and then cause the thickening of the arterial wall, which then causes that artery to close, and then blood pressure can rise. And therefore, the reduction in blood pressure, this enables the heart to pump blood freely through the body and to our organs and tissues where it is needed. If we look at some signs and symptoms of deficiency, similarly to vitamin E, vitamin K deficiency is rare, but in severe cases, it can increase clotting time, leading to hemorrhage and also excessive bleeding. And the following signs can indicate a deficiency as well. A longer time for blood to clot, bleeding in general, hemorrhaging, and also osteopenia or osteoporosis if you've been diagnosed with this. It's always important to potentially bring in vitamin K supplementation in this case, but pairing it with vitamin D as well. All right, so in terms of sources and food sources of vitamin K, if we break it down into the two subgroups of vitamin K1 and K2, for vitamin K1, you'll find it in green leafy vegetables such as your kale, spinach, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, your collard greens, and then also cabbage and some lettuces as well. It's also found in quite high amounts in parsley and soybean and canola oil, prunes, kiwi fruit, salad dressings that are made with soybean oil or canola oil, alternatively if you decide to do a homemade salad dressing, and then also fortified foods as well. In terms of K2, I mentioned earlier that this is predominantly in animal products. It's also found in fermented soybeans, but also in smaller amounts of meat, liver, cheese, and eggs as well. In terms of supplementation with vitamin K, it is present in most multivitamins or even multi-mineral supplements, typically at values less than 75% of the recommended dietary intake. It's also available in dietary supplements containing only vitamin K or vitamin K combined with a few other nutrients. And those nutrients are typically things like calcium, magnesium, or vitamin D. And these supplements tend to have a wider range of vitamin K doses than your multivitamins and multi-mineral supplements. There Again, always proceed with cautions with supplements in terms of where the ingredient or the nutrient is sourced from and what form it's in. But several forms of vitamin K are used in these dietary supplements, including vitamin K1 and also K2. The limited data available does suggest that K2 is the best form for higher absorption. So whenever I am treating someone with osteoporosis or osteopenia, or might need it just to assist with bone health, I'm definitely prescribing vitamin K2, and I combine that sometimes with vitamin D, D3. So you can get some really good combination there, and that just enhances the absorption of vitamin D into the bones, as well as the transportation. There is a bit of caution though with the use of vitamin K supplementation, because it can interact with several common medications, including blood thinners, anticonvulsant medication, and also antibiotics and cholesterol lowering drugs, and even some weight loss drugs as well. So if you are supplementing with vitamin K, it's important that you consult your doctor, because it can interact or interfere with these types of medications. So people who use blood thinning medications specifically, such as warfarin, should not start consuming additional vitamin K through supplementation without consulting a practitioner. That's really important. I can't stress that enough. So just be wary. And also maybe if you know of any family members, friends, loved ones who are on warfarin, is just to make sure that they're not taking any vitamin K as well. All right, so that ties off all the vitamins that I want to be addressing in this A to Zinc series. If you've got any questions around vitamin K or vitamin E, please don't hesitate to comment below, and I will answer them happily.